Welcome to the Art Piece Experiment. We're your hosts, two artists and friends. I'm Tasha.
And I'm Brianna.
At the end of 2024, we decided we wanted to cultivate more safety, peace, love, alignment, and excitement through our art and our art practices.
So here we are sharing our journey with you, and we're so excited you're here. We hope you enjoy our conversations. They're honest, raw, just two friends talking to each other about the realities of life and creativity. We're so excited for you to join us and be along with us for the journey.
All right, week 12, slight confession though. Last check-in, I said week 10. It was actually week 11.
We got the weeks a little mixed up.
We did. I sat down because I was trying to keep it straight in my head and I was getting really confused. So I sat down and I wrote out a whole chart with the week of the experiment and the dates that went with it, and it was like, oh,
what have we been doing? What's going on?
Yeah, I was like,
what is life?
I need more organization that I can visually see because I'm a very visual person,
Yeah.
and I was trying to keep it straight in my head like I could when I was a teenager, and I am not that person anymore.
Yeah, gone downhill. It's fine.
Yeah,
we're good.
But exciting because next check-in, week 13, is actually going to be our quarter check-in.
Woohoo!
We've almost been doing this for 3 whole months.
Oh man, it's really flown by. It doesn't feel like it's been that long.
I know. It's like we're a quarter of the way through this experiment.
Wow.
And I'm excited to talk next week and have our check-in and
oh, it'll be super fun.
The overview of how it's been going.
It's from the beginning to now.
Yeah.
Okay, so tune in next time because we're gonna be talking about it.
We're gonna be talking about how it's going, not just week to week, but overall for 3 months. So that's gonna be But I just had to take that moment to celebrate. Oh my gosh, we've been doing it.
That's a win. Celebrate the little wins.
Yeah, we've been showing up. We've been showing up ourselves. But anyways, we'll talk more about that next week. But. But yeah, we did an oopsie last week, and now we're celebrating that we've come as far. It's great.
We're a week farther ahead. We're ahead, so we're gonna take it.
Right. Oh my gosh. Okay, but for week 12, did you get creative this week? Did you make art? How did it go? What happened?
Yeah. So check in. So my parents came to visit. My mom was here all week, so it was a little bit of a different week for me because it wasn't normal my normal schedule, but I did have some moments where I tried throughout the week to kind of sneak in that creativity and stuff. So I sketched for I don't know, maybe 15 minutes one night. I crocheted a little bit one night, mostly in the evenings where it's we were a little quieter and had some more time, but also during the days. I think the creativity and the creative mindset is really just that. It's a mindset, right?
Yeah.
And you don't have to have set aside a whole hour or two or a whole day to have your creative practice in place. You can just kind of sneak it in throughout your day, your regular schedule.
For sure, 100%.
Which I feel like when you're trying to form a new habit, especially, there's a lot of stuff out there about habits and habit tracking and how to form new habits and all the things. But one of the most helpful things is to stack habits with something that you already do. So the new behavior that you're trying to implement, you kind of combine it with what you already do. So if you're trying to drink more water, right? You get up and brush your teeth and then if that's a habit that you already have in place, you just, I drink a cup of water right after I brush my teeth, right? So you kind of combine it. Anyways, so I feel like that when we're trying to implement more creativity in our lives, that's a really good way to go about it. It's not to feel like you have to kind of separate your life from your creative practice, but kind of incorporate it throughout your day with what you're already doing. So
that's such a good point.
Yeah, thank you. So I feel like I've struggled with that because I've struggled with the mindset of I have to have it all set up and all perfect and I have to have my only creative time all
Mm.
separate from my day-to-day life and my things that I have going on. But as this experiment has gone on, and we'll probably talk about this more in our check-in, but it's kind of shown me that, oh, we just add it in, and it's in the little moments, and it adds up, and it's valid too to have those little moments.
Yeah, and
So
it's important, especially when you're starting out. And we talked about this like off mic a little bit,
yeah.
but like before we started recording. But it's like we're in different phases of
Hmm.
incorporating creativity
Yeah.
into our lives, and like I've been in a place where I have been creating art really consistently for
Hmm.
the last few years, and like many years before that was like emotionally doing the steps to
Prepping. Yeah.
prepping to like be at that place that I could be creating art,
Yeah.
to that extent. And not everyone is necessarily going to be creating this much in their lives like I am,
Hmm.
because it's my career. It's,
Right. Right.
it's what I'm like what I'm doing day to day. Um and not everyone, that's not going to be realistic, and that's fine, but um just showing up that consistently
Hmm.
for yourself, and building the safety for it. It starts with those little moments, that like that mindset
Yeah. Right.
shift.
The intentionality of it.
Yeah, and not belittling yourself.
Mm.
It'd be so easy, especially with something like this where we are having this like year-long art challenge.
Hmm.
And it's like I have to create a painting every single week. And sometimes it's just not realistic.
Yeah.
You
Right.
had people staying with you, and other
Yeah.
things were going on. And sometimes it's recognizing like, oh, but like I sat down and I crocheted, and I did do something creative for myself this
Hmm.
week that helped, that help fill me, help me feel good, help give me that like mental space and
Yeah.
everything. And it's so easy to belittle ourselves
Hmm.
for that, because it's like, oh, I didn't hit my goal. I didn't,
Hmm.
you know,
Right. Yeah.
do this.
Totally.
I didn't meet this expectation that I set for myself. So then you beat yourself up on it, where really it's just celebrating even the little steps, celebrating even the little wins,
Yeah.
because the goal isn't necessarily to actually make a painting every week.
Hmm.
It's
Exactly.
to give yourself some space, some freedom to create, to say, you know what, I'm worthy for that this week.
Yeah.
I'm worthy for that today,
Right now, in
right
this
now.
moment.
And it's, it makes me feel good. It
Hmm.
helps me show up in my life in a more aligned, better way. Like
Yeah.
that's the real
Hmm.
goal here.
Yeah.
And you met that this week,
Yeah.
right?
Even just like stopping and taking a picture of some pretty flowers, something that caught my eye was like, ooh, I love that.
Yeah.
That's so beautiful. I want to capture that. Where I feel like before, like before several years ago, I felt so timid in stopping and delighting in things, right? And in
Yes.
actually acknowledging what I liked. It was like, oh, well, I can't stop. Like if I'm on a walk with someone, it's like, oh, I can't stop
Yeah.
and take a picture and stop the walk because that would be
Oh my
inconvenient
gosh.
to whoever I'm with. But over time, coming to that I don't know, I guess that confidence
Mm,
and surety that it is worthy and it is
yeah.
worth my
And
time
you're
and that
worthy.
I'm worthy and that things that I delight in and love and value are valuable, like
Yes,
it matters.
it
It
totally does.
matters. And so it's so much bigger than just creating a painting every week, right?
Yes.
It's really about self-worth and love. I mean, we talked
Mm-hmm.
about this before, but it really is. It comes down to that, and it's so deep. And um, and we'll talk more, I think, about this in our check-in next
Yeah.
week. But yeah, those were the kind of things that I did this week was stop and take pictures of flowers. You like literally stop
Mm,
and smell the roses, right?
yeah.
And my mom and I, we love going to antique shops antiquing and finding beautiful things. And so we did that this week, and I found some things for my office, and I was like, oh, this would be perfect for painting or whatever,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
found this amazing inkwell. It's so cool. So I'm gonna post a picture of it on Instagram if you're interested in seeing this antique inkwell.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
I know. I'm saving it.
Oh my gosh! Well,
it's fabulous.
I'm gonna come see it in person. So.
Okay, sounds good. Even better.
You get to see it. You get to see a picture. I get to see it in person. Ooh.
Yeah. So anyways, so it was really fun though. I mean, just really, it's about connecting with yourself, right? And taking that moment, that time. It doesn't have to be a long time, but just taking that moment of being real with yourself, checking in with yourself, and validating yourself and validating the things that you love and that spark your delight and your interest, and being okay with that, and having that moment of self-love.
Yeah, which is I love this.
So good.
It's so important. Yeah, it's so important to know. And I love that we're talking about this too, because it's not something you always think about. Like, I feel like our go-to is just like be productive, hit the goals, hit the expectations. And it's often so like unrealistic, and we beat ourselves up, and
because life doesn't go by a checklist, No, like it doesn't go by the plan.
It doesn't. especially when you're in this mindset and like mode of healing and growth and flourishing. Is sometimes there's a bigger plan at work. Like sometimes it runs deeper and there's more to it than that, and you're like on this emotional journey that doesn't live by checklists. Like other things are at play, and sometimes you have to go with the flow of that and be like, oh, I didn't even realize like I was gonna have this roadblock or like detour because like either life throws something at you or something emotionally comes up that you're working through, and it can change things, and your creative practice is really there to support that.
100%.
It's not there to get in the way of it. And we need to stop like looking at it that way. Because
because it's about really resiliency too, not just going by the checklist, but being able to be flexible and being able to work with real life and have your creative practice work with you and not against you, right? And work for you instead of you for it, I guess. Right. And be a support to you and be a safe place and a place of delight and joy and of renewal and not of draining and stress and but of just to renew yourself and connect with yourself.
I feel like I was on the opposite end of this week because I did 2 paintings.
You were like, go, go, go.
I did 2 paintings this week, but it was kind of coming. There's like 2 parts to this, because part of it was that the last 3 paintings I did each took 2 weeks
interesting
to finish, and they're not big or intense paintings. It's just like, why did these take so long? Like, man,
you just took time with it.
Took time with it, and it's like I gotta make more. I gotta get going, and so I had some of that energy in it, but then there was also a part of me that was I tried gouache for the first time.
Oh, so fun. How did it go?
Which was really fun. Well, kind of crazy because I used gouache, which is a new medium. I did a landscape, which I am not a landscape. I am not a landscape artist.
Join me.
Yeah, for real. I was like, I want to do this. This sounds fun.
It's so fun.
And then I didn't do a sketch.
Oh, whoa.
That's
not your style at all.
I just went a little wild and crazy and was just like complete exploration.
Played. I love it.
I did play. But the last few paintings I've done, very meticulous, detailed,
Yeah.
like small details. And I had it all planned out. And they were monochromatic, so they were like value studies,
Mm.
which at first I was like, oh, this is going to be so much easier because it's just like the value study. But then I got really sucked into like the details
Yeah.
of it.
The
And
perfectionism of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I just needed that like palate cleansing, I think, of doing something, you know, just different.
Yeah.
And I did. It was a little wild. And then
Mm.
I did another
Mm.
watercolor painting, and I had it in me of like, I need to finish this week.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get it done this week. And which wasn't necessarily a conscious thought, but it
Mm-hmm.
was that, like I'm realizing now that as we're having this conversation of like, oh, like it's okay to slow down.
Yeah.
It's okay to take the time. It's okay to enjoy the process and the steps, and I don't have to be a machine
Yes. Yeah.
making and making and making and making sure that I'm hitting the deadlines and like the
Yeah.
self-imposed deadlines.
Right.
And
Right. And expectations.
yeah, yeah. And it comes in two parts because I really just wanted to paint this week.
Yeah.
I was
Sometimes it just
excited.
flows. Yeah. And you have that opportunity and you're like, woohoo. And you just
Yeah.
go.
Which that was part of it. And then the other part of it was like that a little more unhealthy
Expectation of, I got to produce.
yes.
Mm.
Yeah. And so trying to find a little bit more balance
Yeah.
in
Which
that.
I love that because I love I don't know. I guess I love that we're talking about this and I love that we're doing this experiment because that is what this is all about. Like what we're trying to do here is unlearn those unhealthy expectations and
Yeah.
lean into our delight and lean into safety and lean into just letting go of the stress
Mm.
and having it be a safe place and a joyful place, right? And
Yeah.
so we're not going to have it perfect. We're not going to have that down,
Mm-mm.
from the very beginning. Where it's something that we have to work on and that we're going to go back and forth about. And
Yeah.
so it's
Yeah.
so helpful to be able to have each other to talk about it and like
It's been so helpful. I don't know if
rely
I
on each
would've
other. Yeah.
I don't
And
know if
remind each other, like this is what it's about. It's okay. It's
yeah.
okay to slow down. It's
Yeah.
okay to let go. It's okay to play
Mm-hmm.
and just not have those expectations. And it's okay to have this be a safe place. And we don't have to worry about the outside expectations.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's
Yeah. I love
why
it.
we created this and that's why we're here and sharing this podcast so that we
Yeah.
can create this community for everyone
And
for we can expand this,
right.
expand our community.
Yeah. And I feel like our friendship and art practices and everything has been growing and deepening, and it's been good.
Yeah.
This is maybe more of a 3-month check-in topic, but it's exciting. It feels good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love it. Good work this week.
High five.
High five.
All right. So that's our artist check-in for week 12. Is that what we're on?
12.
Week
Yes,
12.
we will see you next week at our quarter check-in. And we're
Woohoo.
so excited.
All right. We'll see you there. That's it for today, friend. Thanks for spending this time with us. We hope you're leaving with a little more light, a little more peace, and maybe even a nudge to go be creative, just because it brings a little more joy to your life. If anything in this episode spoke to your heart, sparked a thought, or made you smile, we'd love it if you'd follow the show, leave a quick 5-star review, or share it with someone who might need a little creative encouragement too. And remember, your creativity matters. Your voice matters. You matter. We're cheering you on always. Until next time, keep making, keep softening, and keep showing up as your whole beautiful self.